Welcome to Chapter 4, Literature Review. Write your literature review like a story. Think of your literature review as more than just a list of studies. It should feel like a well-crafted story. Just like a novel, it needs a flow, a plot, and engaging transitions. Start with an introduction that sets the scene. What is the big research question? Then guide your reader through the plot. Who said what? How the ideas evolved, and where gaps still exist. Avoid dumping random studies without connection. Build themes, contrasts, and progressions. A story-like literature review helps your audience stay engaged and makes your writing easier to follow and more memorable.
1. Balance your literature review. Your literature review should strike a balance. Avoid drowning your readers in excessive details, but don't leave them confused with too little context. Think of it as setting the stage before introducing your own findings. Tell a coherent story that shows how past studies have led to the current research question. Systematically highlight what has been achieved, what's still missing, and how your work connects. Always relate your findings back to the existing studies, and don't make your readers wait too long before getting to your contribution. A good literature review flows smoothly and stays focused on relevance.
2. Common literature review mistakes to avoid. Let's talk about what not to do in your literature review. First, avoid adding references just to make your paper look thicker. Every citation must serve a purpose, ideally to support your arguments or research direction. Second, don't rely on outdated references or limit yourself to studies from only one country. A narrow view weakens your credibility. Instead, be selective and strategic. Cite papers that strengthen your position and reflect the latest developments. Always aim for a balanced, up-to-date, and internationally relevant literature review.
3. Structure your literature review like a clear roadmap. To make your literature review easy to follow, structure it like a roadmap, answering 4 key questions, usually in this order. What are the most important works on my topic? Start by introducing the foundational studies. How have things progressed in relation to those key works? Show how the research has evolved over time. What are the recent studies saying? Highlight the latest achievements, pinpoint limitations, and clearly define the knowledge gap. How will your research fill this gap? Finish by positioning your work as the next logical step. This simple structure keeps your literature review focused and purposeful.
4. Keep your writing clean by removing redundancy. Good academic writing is concise. Avoid cluttering your sentences with unnecessary words. For example, phrases like known to be or the concept of add no value. You can simply say is or plays a role. Also, avoid starting sentences with in the literature. It's obvious from the context. Trim the excess words to make your writing sharper and more professional. Cleaner sentences help your readers grasp your points faster and make your paper look more polished. 5. Use the right tenses to keep your writing clear. Tense choice matters. It affects how readers interpret your message. While there's some flexibility, here's a simple guide to follow. Simple present. Use this for established facts or widely accepted theories. Present perfect. Use this for ongoing discussions or recent developments in the field. Past simple. Use this to describe specific studies or past events. Choosing the right tense helps keep your writing logical and easy to follow, not just in your literature review, but throughout your entire paper. 6. Show you understand previous limitations. A strong literature review doesn't just summarize, it critically reflects on gaps and limitations in previous studies. You can use useful phrases like,
Generally speaking, certain perspectives are seldom considered. Results often appear to conflict, highlight contradictions across studies. So far, X has never been applied to Y. Point out unexplored areas. Moreover, no attention has been paid to identify neglected aspects. This approach shows you have thoroughly analyzed the literature and helps position your research as a meaningful contribution. 7. Highlight your contribution politely. When emphasizing the novelty of your work, always stay professional and diplomatic. You're not dismissing others, you're showing how your research builds on what exists. Use soft, constructive phrases like, "As far as we know, there are no studies on," "To the best of our knowledge, the literature has not discussed," "We believe this is the first time this method has been applied to." This tone highlights your contribution without sounding arrogant, keeping your writing respectful and credible.